Well, I think any artist who's trying to make sense of the world, there doesn't have to be capital P political, but I think it's harder now. I think you know, when I was doing it, when the Clash were doing it, the people who were the editors of the music papers of the day tended to be people who, when they were teenagers, they were inspired by what happened in Paris in 1968. So they expected you to talk about politics. You were actively encouraged to talk about politics. Now, it's not quite so political. But, you know, Ed Sheeran's first record, 18, is a very, very political song. I don't know if you've seen the video clip of it, about a young woman who's a prostitute, sleeping on the streets, dies of a drug overdose. It's had 28 million hits on YouTube. Don't tell me young people aren't interested in songs that say something other than "I'm great, you're like my socks," to paraphrase Oasis. So, you know, I think it's out there, but it's not being given the platform it used to be given. You know, in the old days, you know, if you did talk about politics, you could do so confident that journalists and editors would take you seriously. They wouldn't do something like the NME has done recently, which is dismiss Frank Turner for wanting to talk about politics and put Joe Strummer on the cover of this week's NME. You know, there's a editorial line that's lost its way. Next year I'm going to have a new Billy Bragg album of new Billy Bragg songs. So I'm sort of gearing myself up to get involved in all that rigmarole again. And you know, the music scene has somewhat changed a bit since we began this interview. And you know, so I don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, you know, it's been a while since I've made a proper traditional studio album where I've spent, you know, more than £1,000 with real musicians and try and get it into record shops if there are any left. So it's going to be an interesting experience to find out if that still works.